I'm 81 years old, and I want to share something with you that I wish someone had told me much earlier. For most of my life, I believed I had endless time. I thought there would always be tomorrow to do the things that mattered most, to say the words I needed to say, to take the trips I had dreamed about. But life doesn't work that way. I spent decades building a life that, on the surface, looked perfect. I had a career, a house, and the respect of those around me. I followed all the rules, chased every goal I thought would make me happy, and checked every box society told me to check. But in all that time, I forgot the most important thing: to truly live. When I was 68, my only sister passed away suddenly. She was my lifelong companion, my confidant, the person who had shared every memory, every secret, every laugh and tear with me since childhood. We had grown up in the same small bedroom, whispered our dreams to each other in the dark, and promised we would always be there for one another. And just like that, she was gone. I had delayed calls, visits, and conversations, thinking there would always be time. I had assumed life would give me another chance to be with her, to tell her all the things I kept meaning to say. But it didn't. Seeing her gone was more than grief. It was a wake-up call that shattered everything I thought I knew about life. I realized I had spent decades on autopilot, going through the motions, chasing achievements and routines while ignoring what mattered most. I had measured success by titles, promotions, and the things I accumulated, not by love, presence, or shared experiences. I had become so absorbed in building a life that looked successful to the outside world that I forgot to build a life that felt meaningful on the inside. The truth is, the biggest lie we tell ourselves is, I have time. We postpone the things that matter most, thinking there will always be tomorrow. I'll travel when I have more money. I'll call my family next week. I'll start that project when the timing is right. I'll tell them how I feel when the moment is perfect. But the reality is, tomorrow is not guaranteed. Life is fragile, unpredictable, and time is finite. Every moment we delay is a moment we can never reclaim. I spent so many years taking the little things for granted. The moments that now haunt me most are not my failures or mistakes, but the things I didn't do. I never took that long trip across Europe I had dreamed about since I was 20, because I was too busy climbing the corporate ladder. I let friendships drift apart because I assumed there would be another chance to reconnect, another reunion, another phone call. I postponed expressing my feelings, thinking I could always tell someone, I love you, or I'm proud of you, later. And in the end, later didn't exist. Later became never. I remember one particular evening, about 6 months before my sister died. She called me and asked if I wanted to come over for dinner, just the two of us, like we used to do when we were younger. I was tired from work. I had emails to answer and reports to review. I told her, maybe next week, I'm swamped right now. She said, okay, that she understood. We never had that dinner. That maybe next week haunts me still. If I had known it would be one of my last chances to sit across from her, to hear her laugh, to share a meal and memories, I would have dropped everything. But I didn't know. We never do. After losing my sister, something inside me shifted fundamentally. I decided I would no longer wait. I began making intentional choices about how I spent my remaining days. I reached out to family members and friends I had neglected for years, some for decades. I wrote letters, made phone calls, arranged visits. I nurtured relationships I had allowed to fade into the background of my busy life. I pursued passions I had ignored or suppressed, painting, which I loved as a young man, traveling to places I had only seen in magazines, learning to play the piano, something I had always wanted to do but never had time for. I discovered that the things that truly matter in life are astonishingly simple: meaningful connections with other human beings, rich experiences that feed your soul, love given and received without reservation, and presence. Really being there, fully engaged in the moments that make up your life. These things don't require wealth or status. They require intention, courage, and the willingness to prioritize what's truly important over what merely seems urgent. I want you to imagine something right now. Truly picture it. 30, 40, 50 years from now, you're sitting where I am, looking back on your entire life. What will you regret most? I can tell you from experience, it won't be the mistakes you made, the risks that didn't pan out, or the times you stumbled and fell. It will be the things you never did, the experiences you skipped, because the timing wasn't perfect, the words you left unsaid because you were afraid or too busy or waiting for a better moment. That is what haunts a life in its final chapters. If I could speak to my younger self, if I could go back and shake that driven, ambitious young man by the shoulders, here's what I would say. Stop waiting for someday. Someday is a thief that steals your life one postponed moment at a time. Don't delay joy. Don't put off loving the people you care about. Call your parents while they're still here to answer. Travel to those places that call to your spirit. Take risks on the things that make your heart race. Speak your heart, even when your voice shakes. Pursue your passions, not just your paychecks. Life is happening now, not next week, not next year, not when the mortgage is paid off or the promotion comes through or when conditions are perfect. I learned something else too. Forgiveness cannot wait. I carried grudges for years, decades even, over slights and disagreements that, in retrospect, meant absolutely nothing. I wasted precious energy on anger and resentment when I could have been building bridges instead of walls. After my sister died, I reached out to people I had fallen out with over the years. Some conversations were awkward, others were healing, but every single one lifted a weight I didn't even know I was carrying. Don't let pride or stubbornness rob you of relationships that could enrich your life. At 81, I still wake up each day grateful. Grateful that I have time left, and grateful that I finally see life clearly, without the fog of busyness and false priorities. I spend my days intentionally now. I prioritize what matters. I savor the simple moments, sharing a meal with friends, having a real conversation without distractions, watching the sunrise, feeling genuinely present in my own life. I pursue the things that bring me real joy, not what I think should bring me joy or what looks impressive to others. I live in a way that makes my time count, that honors the gift of each new day. We all assume life will be long, that there will always be tomorrow, that death is something distant and abstract. But one day, without warning, someone you love will be gone. And in that moment, you realize with crushing clarity just how fleeting, how precious, how utterly unrepeatable life is. My sister's death was the most painful lesson of my life, but it taught me something I could never unlearn. The only things that matter in the end are love, experiences, and the people you choose to share them with. Everything else, the accolades, the possessions, the status, fades into insignificance. So I ask you now, with all the honesty you can muster, if today were your last day, would you be satisfied with how you spent your time? Not what others think of your life, not what you have achieved on paper, but would you feel deep in your soul that you truly lived, that you loved fully, experienced deeply, and were present for the moments that matter? Don't wait for the perfect time to live, because that time will never come. Don't wait to forgive, to love, to speak, to explore, or to dream. Life is happening right now, in this very moment. Every moment you delay, every later you promise yourself, every when things settle down you cling to, these are moments you will never get back. Start making choices that matter today. Call that friend you've been meaning to reach out to. Book that trip you've been postponing. Say the words you've held back out of fear or pride. Express your love to the people who matter. Chase your dreams before they fade into regrets. Prioritize your relationships over your to-do lists. Make memories, not just money. Experience life, don't just manage it. Don't let fear, routine, comfort, or busyness rob you of the life you could be living, the life you deserve to live. I'm 81 years old. I still have some years left, though how many, I cannot know. But I live intentionally now. I treasure every moment I'm given. I focus on what brings real fulfillment, real connection, real joy. I tell the people I love that I love them, often and without reservation. I forgave those I held grudges against, and I asked forgiveness from those I had wronged. I'm chasing the things I delayed for decades, and I promise myself and you that it's never too late to start living the life you were meant to live. If this message resonates with you, if something in these words stirs your soul, then share it with someone who needs to hear it. But more importantly, act on it. Make that call today. Plan that trip this week. Pursue that dream now. Express that love without delay. Start living fully, authentically, presently. Because time waits for no one, and the life you're waiting to live is the one passing by right now.